moving on, we got market cap, Hbar here. This is interesting. So I drew this out a few days ago. Got all these wicks here. I wanted to short it off this zone. So I drew this, but I wanted to see a bit of a retest, and this just completely closed right through it. So I guess it's not closed yet. It's still open, but oh, sorry, it gapped. I was looking at the wrong candle. Wow. I gotta delete this line here. Okay, so this actually makes it even more interesting. So big bull candle yesterday through this zone, closed full outside of this zone, but now this candle gapped heavily down. So yeah, I think I mean, there's not really a trade here, but I mean, it kind of did what I wanted it to do. It just didn't really do it the way I wanted it to. So need price to come back up to this zone. There is a chance that price wants to fill this gap, so I would like price to come back up to the zone at 177, and then enter a short position. I think the short position is still valid. I think it's even more valid now because price is below this moving average, and it did gap lower. But for me to take an entry, for me to get an entry, it would have to be come back up to 177, and then I would target this 136 for the monthly range. And yeah, something like this. We just need price to come back up at some point, retest this zone, then look for a short position into this bottom zone here. I do think it's good for it. I think with all these massive wicks here on the weekly, even last week, you got this big bear candle here after this huge wick, and actually this weekly candle, or sorry, last week's weekly candle, the high of it, this wick part, is lower than the one previous. So that really demonstrates that the bear momentum's taken over and it's more bearish than bullish. And now that it's crossed over this this moving average, it's gapped low. I think it's a clear sign that it's headed lower. So that is good, but we need price to come back up to 177 and retest this zone. I don't want to enter it now as a short because it might fill this zone, plus it might actually start going higher after this. So I want it to hit this zone, retest, fail, and then enter a short position down to the mid zone here at about 136. So that's my take on market cap, Hbar. Moving on.